What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a special show. A show where we collide, mega powers collide. It's like Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, and Marshmallow and chocolate at a fireplace. Oh, that just did not sound right. But it's a colossal show. It's a special show. We wanted to bring it to you because I'm not going to be here for a couple weeks. And we wanted to do a show before I head out on my trip. And a lot of stuff went out this weekend, so we just couldn't ignore it. We had to put something together. So we got the astonishing popcorn chicken. It is A&R colliding with popcorn chicken to give you news on the collector side of things and also what's going on in Hollywood. The Oscars are going on right now. If major news drops, we'll get a message from one of our colleagues to let you guys know. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on in Hollywood. Some good stuff and some not so good stuff, but we'll get into it. I can't do it by myself, of course. I got to bring him in.
Did you say Hulk Hogan and Macho Man or no? Did I make that up?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Hey, freak show, you're going nowhere.
Mega powers collide.
What's going on? That took a lot of energy out of me.
Oh, so much stuff from Toy Fair. You got it, Tav. We're going to try, and he's already left me. We're going to try to get as much to
That was my contribution.
He's like, I'm out. Who was left to ask? Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think he was invited to the Oscars. He's banned from the Oscars.
I think he's banned. Or he exiled himself.
No, he's banned.
Yeah.
Did
he give his award back too, or he did something on his own? I don't know. Publicity, regardless.
Yeah. Cowabunga said, "What's that?
What's up, Cowabunga, dude? How are you doing?"
Oh, okay. We're not gonna. So we're not doing any NR dad jokes. We're not doing any birthdays from Popcorn Chicken. We're gonna get right into it because we got a lot to get into. So we'll start off with some news from Marvel. You want to do that? Want to start off with that one?
Yeah, lead the way. What do you have for Marvel for me?
We'll do Marvel stuff right now. Concept art got dropped for Doomsday and other future projects. And I'm sort of upset at this.
I didn't look at any, so
you didn't see this. Okay.
I didn't. Okay. You mentioned it. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. Okay,
so let me start off with maybe something easier to digest for you before we get into the heavy duty stuff.
Okay.
So let's start off with these concept arts are not just for Doomsday movie, but also for Secret Wars and a TV show. Okay. This isn't Army of Darkness. Depends on who you asked. Okay. Oh, by the way, Ryan, last week you said that Mafex don't make anime stuff. Astro Boy. I wonder who made that. Go look it up.
Did he say that? I was paying
attention. He said that. He's like, when did Mafex make an anime? So he thought I didn't see that.
They did like 7 Deadly Sins. He's gonna.
Well, I'm just giving you one example, right?
He's gonna come back.
One example.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, Ryan, let's start off with the first concept of this is. Oh, that's awesome! I love it. Yeah, there you go. See more. Is that Grandpa for you enough? Huh? So the first concept art is they have decided to do Young Avengers. Okay. So I'm going to show you the first one here. And give me your thoughts on this.
Okay.
There you go. Here's Young Avengers. What are your thoughts on this?
No.
There's no Young Avengers there, right? Okay, so they have another picture, and I'll see if I can find it for you in time.
I mean, like there was
I found it.
I see what they're doing with Vision. Because Vision was on that team.
Okay. All right.
But it wasn't that. It's not this because they're taking the one from WandaVision, right? The white one at the end, and just making him Young Vision,
basically. Which has no personality, right? Yeah. I don't know anything about it. So here, let me give you the second picture here, which might make you feel well. Here's the problem with this one. Let me stop this and show you this one. Share. There you go. Okay. So here's the concept art they have gone for Young Avengers. So as you see Wong there with Star-Lord, who I'm assuming are going to be your sort of your parents of the the
Which
kid.
kind of defeats the purpose, but go on. I mean, it does. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely right. Right? Because what's the point when you're going to have these guys kind of control and tell you what to do? Right? They should be doing it themselves. Now, let's go through the gamut of people here. You have Kate Bishop.
Mhm.
You have what's her name from Ant-Man?
Stature, I guess, unless
Yeah,
they,
Stature.
yeah,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Quicksilver's
Oh,
nephew,
Speed,
Speed,
yeah. What a
and
useless name.
and
And
then
Wiccan,
this one from Agatha,
yeah.
which is I don't
Wiccan,
know, Wiccan. Is it
yeah.
Wiccan or Wicked?
Wiccan, like Wiccan,
Wiccan.
like the religion, like witches.
Oh, I
So
see. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. Okay, Wiccan, and then you have Miss Marvel,
yeah.
and then you have is it Goop?
Oh,
Goop?
Dupe's there? Is he
Dupe.
really there, or is that just an Easter egg?
No,
They're
that's
putting him in
Dupe.
the show. Yeah,
No,
they're
he's
putting
in
him in the
there.
show. Okay.
Okay, so Dupe, not Goop. What did I say Goop for? This guy is super overpowered character. He
Yeah,
could do anything.
yeah.
What is the point of putting this character in there?
It's gonna turn him into like the whole like She-Hulk fourth wall breaking type of character. I bet he can't speak, but he's gonna like
Yeah, he has
he's
his
gonna do
own
what she did at
language.
the
Yeah.
end. What she did at the end, and like came out of the Netflix box. Like they're probably gonna make him be a fourth wall breaker. I don't know why he's necessary.
Yeah.
And
I,
is Patriot not in the show? The Isaiah Bradley's grandson. Like that seems like a perfect opportunity.
this is the core, and then they introduce a one or two later on.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's gonna happen. Now is what's his name? Is Young Kang in there then? Would Young Kang be the main antagonist?
Well, he was on there, and so in the comics, he was on their team because he didn't want to turn into Kang, so he went back in time, and he
So
called himself Iron Man.
I bet you that's going to be your antagonist that turns into a protagonist at the end. He learns his mistakes.
In the book, it's I don't know. Like clearly, like based on this image, anything about the book has no business here. Like they don't care.
I can't wait to never watch this. This is targeted to young generation, of course. Like I see my younger son, to watch this.
I don't see your son watching this.
I'm trying to be positive here.
You're trying to be nice. I don't see your son watching this.
Is there an audience for this? There's got to be an
probably
audience
is.
for this.
I'm like I can't like the reason I can't watch Miss Marvel, even though it's good. Like I can't say it's bad. I just didn't feel compelled to watch it. I don't feel any sort of motivation based on this concept art to watch it.
My issue with this is it's not going to have enough viewers to warrant a second season.
Yeah. I don't think they're banking on a second season. I think they are going to go the Moon Knight
one and done kind of thing.
Yeah, here you go. We're just introduce all these characters. We're gonna get Chris Pratt's name back out there. I don't know. I guess he's on Earth now after.
Yeah. Remember he was at his grandpa's place having cereal.
But still, this is so weird.
I'm gonna check it out just for the sake of checking it out to see what this is all about, because obviously you gotta turn over a rock and see if there's anything here worth mentioning. Is there any connectivity to the cinematic world? I'm assuming so. But it just I just look at this and I say, why even waste your time? Have they not learned from all the mistakes they've made?
No, because they're banking on the success of Miss Marvel. She's like, oh, that was fantastic. People love that. So let's do it again with more young people.
And I guess if you anchor with Chris Pratt, it's not a bad idea.
That's what they're hoping for. And then Wong, people liked him in Wongers and She-Hulk. Like he was the best part of that show. And he had nothing to do with it. He had like 2 minutes of screen time.
Here's the other thing though. Chris Pratt must be going, I've been demoted to what? To the B League? I was once one of the greatest characters in the Avengers. Now I'm in the B Leagues.
They probably pitched it to him like, you're gonna usher in this new age. Like you're gonna be the Iron Man, or you're gonna be the Doctor Strange of this team. Because once Iron Man was gone, Doctor Strange is like the mentor of No Way Home, right? They're treating him like the mentor. How much
money did they pay him to give him that pitch? Right? Here's a dump truck full of money. Please take this offer on the table. Please. Tav says, great idea to group all these young heroes from the shows nobody watched.
Well, was Agatha like? I didn't watch
I never
Agatha.
watched Agatha because I do not care about Agatha at all.
People like that. People liked Ms. Marvel, and then everything else was just.
I know the LGBT plus Q whatever it is community loved it, and whatever reason that was, good for them. I know.
Did they like the show or did they like the character? That's the thing.
I think a bit of both.
Okay.
I don't know, but what I've been hearing from, obviously social media, you have people from all walks of life, and people who are from that community said that it was a great show for them. I also saw and heard from people who like they said the show was a lot more scarier than expected.
Okay.
There were more jump scare, more of a darker show than they expected, and for that reason they liked it as well. So people who like that kind of stuff. Myself, I didn't watch a single minute of it. I do not care for it. My wife watched, I think, 2 or 3 episodes. I'm not sure if she finished it or not. I never asked her, and she's into that.
Thought, yeah, I was gonna be like, your wife likes that.
Yeah,
stuff.
she's into that mystic arts and magic, things like that, witches. So I don't know if she watched all of it or not, but I remember she did watch a couple of them, and she said, hey, it's a lot more intense than I expected from a Disney Plus TV show. So that's all I got.
Tabs like even Star-Lord is surprised he's in this concept art. And I'm like, yeah, he's looking at the camera like,
no, he's looking at his agent. He's looking at
like, do you swear on this show? Do you swear on this show or not?
Do you? Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's rules.
Yeah, no. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're allowed PG-13 levels.
Okay.
Yeah, you could drop a couple bombs.
But I mean, I don't need to. I get it out in the first. Get it out in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, use my quota.
Yeah. Even Star-Lord is surprised he is in the concept. Yeah, he's looking at his agent going, "You idiot! What the hell did you sign me up for?" Right.
Either way, it's money for him.
Yeah,
because he's already proved himself. So if he's in a flop, producers and directors aren't going to be like, "Oh, Chris Pratt is out." They're going to be like, "Oh, everyone else sucked and he saved." Like there's no way you could spin this to make this his fault.
Yeah. Star-Lord is looking at his agent because of why did you? Yeah, exactly.
Like this is such a mishmash of just random. Like this.
It could be one of those random things that's great out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But it's like 85%, I think, trending dumpster fire level. Get me out of this. All right, let's look at the next concept art here. Not that we are not the concept art. Okay, which one shall I do here? Let's go with this one. Oh, are you ready for this, D?
I guess you're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me if I am. Okay, so this has to be Secret Wars.
Yeah, that looks like Secret Wars. That's not Wakanda right in the back.
Yeah, so if this is Secret Wars, then fine.
This is the new actor that's supposed to replace Chadwick.
Or not replace. I guess
not replace. Sorry. Let me say that again. To be the new T'Challa.
So I'm assuming this is a variant, and I can do the Secret War stuff. Like,
okay. Well, there's mixed reviews as if it's going to be the variant or it's going to be actually his son grown up already, but in a different universe. Okay, in a different universe though.
Yeah.
Not the same universe. So does that mean the son from the universe right now is going to die?
Maybe. Oh no. Maybe not. No. They could do like Trunks and Future Trunks. Like
isn't the whole purpose to collide everything into one?
We don't know the rules. Like we're just guessing. This is all speculation.
Because
I'm assuming that would be the case.
Yeah, because then who has the rightful heir to the throne then, right? Because they're both same people.
That's what I mean. Like we don't even know if this is his son or not. That's all speculation. That could be
no.
T'Challa.
They're saying it's supposed to, they're saying it's not. They said Chadwick's character, the T'Challa, is forever gone. This is his son.
They could have two. I don't know. Maybe. Like who knows? Like I honestly.
I find it odd though. I find it odd that they're gonna not have another T'Challa. Like I don't understand. I understand the respect they want to give to him and all that. I get it. I'm not trying to undermine any of that, but it's just like he's from another universe.
When did we get to a point in media society where you can't even, like, I mean this with all due respect, you're not allowed to recast someone? I know he had a big impact on the movie world, but how many James Bonds have we had? How many Batmans have we had? And I know they're not due to like that sudden death that came out of nowhere, but the title is now locked to him. Well, again, with all due respect, because I don't want someone to take this out of context. Like you're just shooting on him. No, respectfully, he made T'Challa for me. Like I can't picture him without thinking of Black Panther. The same way I can't think of Wolverine as Hugh Jackman.
What really makes me like irritates me is on his dying wishes were to his family.
Yeah.
And his family echoed this to Marvel and to social media is he wanted the character to go on, this specific character to go on.
Because he's not a dick. Could you imagine? Yeah. Do not let anyone else touch this character. Yeah.
I am the only Black Panther. No, he wanted the character to go on it. Yeah, he's like, come on, like I set the bar high. Now somebody else will have to get to that level and continue the story of this character for a long term for new generations or younger kids who didn't get to see him in his prime acting, like gets to see him, but then gets to see the character move on. Like he's continued going. Like right now, the character is shelved, and it sucks because it's a great character and it's shelved. And it annoyed me that the fact that I didn't get to see that character in other adaptations going forward after his passing.
He's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah. So this is the concept. I think the Panther in the back looks sick.
Yeah.
Voltron, anyone?
Voltron with panthers, cheetahs, leopards, jaguars.
It's an alternate universe.
Just a bunch of different cats.
All kinds of cats running around. Yeah, so this is the new actor. I do like the outfit. It reminds me of the old school comic book look.
Reminds me of the Void Build-A-Figure Wave version of him.
Oh, okay.
The cape and the gold and the belt too.
I like it. It's something different and it's cool. I hope he doesn't fight in it. He must take the cape off. It's gonna be
either that or he does it with style.
Yeah, maybe. See what people are saying here. Chad, I want somebody else to change the world by playing the Black Panther. Now he is a cat suit. Here's a cat suit.
Residual sweat in it. Hey, man.
Hey, come on now.
That'd be the best gift.
Universe where Shuri didn't connect with the audience. I like the character Shuri, but I did not like her as a Panther. I thought she was great as a tech. She was really cool.
Yeah, I liked how she's like, "Okay, I'm done now." She's like, "I don't want to be this." I'm like, "Hey, you know what? You just needed." She was like the filler episode of this trilogy.
She was standing. Right? She was standing
because she's like, "Oh, I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be Black Panther."
What made it worse was she's trying to fight Namor. Yeah, and I'm gonna say Namor because it's annoying. And he just like got his, kicked, and I'm like, what? This is one of the most powerful Earthlings or Earth-based superheroes.
Yeah.
And Hulk he just got his, kicked.
I mean, they had to lure him to a desert and like blast him with thrusters.
So how stupid is he then?
He's an idiot.
Let me get further away from water where my strength lies. What could go wrong? Shuri is the reason why you don't give Q from Jason. No, he had his own TV show, didn't he? Q?
I don't remember any of that.
I think he had his own TV show. It didn't do well. Don't worry, James Bond's about to die. Amazon got full rights to it by MGM. It's over for James Bond character. So, yeah. This is cool. I don't mind it. I like it. Let's hope that the costume is very similar to this. I don't mind the cape. I do not mind the cape at all. And I think gold's fine. I like the purple, but gold is cool too with this.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the next picture. All right, here we go. This is going to give you some vibes. There you go.
Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in here. What do we have here? Oh, I didn't go full screen. Okay, so we have what looks like to be Scar, like the planet Scar.
Yeah.
What is this, Planet Hulk?
It looks like a medieval Planet Hulk.
Because they recently did this in the comics where...
Okay, well, hold on. Let me ask you something right now.
Okay.
I'm glad you said this. I love medieval stuff. So they have a run on comic right now with this storyline?
Oh no, with Hulks,
Ow! I was
but
gonna read that on the blade.
not medieval. But there's a planet of Hulks. In fact, it's technical. Like it's not
Okay.
medieval at all. They're
Oh,
advanced.
okay. But is it new? The storyline?
2023, 20. It's more of the recent one. So you could.
I'm gonna read it on my
Okay.
ride, on my flight ride.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Namor. Namor, I should be fine by going inside the high heat jet.
Well, he can fly, right? So
What
he's
could go
probably
wrong? What could go wrong? Yeah, they showed Scar, and he looked really bad. He
it's
looked like
funny.
he looked like a Pilates instructor
It's
with
funny. They show all these
Lululemon.
like bearded, like just they look like Sigma Hulks here, right? And then we got this Scar version, who's the complete opposite of how he should have been.
Man bun Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Like
one.
like in this picture, like, oh sweet Hulk, that's your son. Like if I didn't see the ending of She-Hulk, I'd be like, oh, that's Scar. And then you'd be like, no, this is Scar, and then show me the actual
Yeah,
version. I'm like, okay,
and,
well.
and this is, I guess, She-Hulk. How dare they give him a female wife? They're gonna have a sister or cousin.
Is that supposed to be Jen?
Yeah,
Okay. I can't tell. Like that could have been
there's
anyone.
no way they're not gonna have her in there. Instead, have his wife in there. There's no way they're gonna do that. I would be shocked if this is not She-Hulk. I will be absolutely shocked.
Well, because there was no, oh, you know what? We don't know who the mother is of Scar in the MCU.
I think they're gonna say that she's dead already.
Okay.
That will be your story. Like she's dead because they're supposed to
That
be.
seems like a huge.
Who's the guy with the beard? The Hulk guy with the beard, the bad guy,
I don't
the
know
one
what
who's
you're
really
talking about.
Maestro.
Oh yes.
He's gonna be probably the plot line in here because he connects with Doom because he wants, based on the comics, correct? I haven't read that in a while.
Maestro has come and gone so many times that it makes no difference. There was in Secret Wars, Maestro and God Doom got into like a fight. But there's so many like mini stories. So the MCU is just going just wild west here. I can't predict anything based on what I've read in the comics. Like nothing matters anymore when it comes to the MCU based on the Young Avengers picture you just showed me previously. Everything I thought I knew doesn't matter. So I can't give you any guidance or information.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna have Maestro in here, and I'm assuming Maestro killed his wife off, so he's got no wife now because that's what they're gonna do. Because here's the thing: if the wife is still alive, then the She-Hulk character gets overshadowed.
Because she dies in the comic, but through other means. Hulk blames Earth for it, goes back to Earth, and that's when you get World War Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do that. They can't use Hulk at all in any storyline where he's the main plot point. So the best thing to do is give all of his plot points to other characters that have nothing to do with his plot, and then put him as a background character.
So you're saying that She-Hulk and Scar are gonna have all the fun?
I don't know.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
say.
think.
I'm gonna say they're gonna try to, and it's gonna be awful. But
We have some breaking news.
did Chris produce something here?
Yeah, breaking news. The animated Oscars have been handed out. If you guys are wondering, I will pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. I'm curious.
Okay. Where is it? Come on. Where is it, Christopher? The Oscar winner goes to. Why is he not sending it? Oh, there he is. I got it.
What was the category?
Animation award winner.
Okay.
So view site. Yeah. So the winner for it, let me just share the screen here. Flo wins Best Animated Oscar. I didn't see this movie. Have you seen it?
I did. It has absolutely like no voice acting at all. It's just a start to finish story. So from a creative standpoint and an original story, it was good.
Is it a long or is it short?
No, short enough to just watch. I would have voted in. When did Wild Robot come out?
Oh man, why did that not win it?
Like that's gotta win something. Like I don't think Flo is better than that.
Oh man, this is a typical Oscars trying to do all this stuff.
This was good from like this. Well, like this was an original story. Hey, what's going on, Darth?
Yes, sir.
Actually, Darth, I'm just joining in Popcorn Chicken today.
Yeah, I'm heading out tomorrow on my vacation, so I thought I'd do a show today because there's so much going on. So
we are going to talk a little bit of toys later.
Yes,
but Elvin's
toy fair for sure in just a bit here. So breaking news for there, and Chris will send us more breaking news if we're on the air here. All right, next, you got something cooking?
No, I'm gonna go look at that Blitzway Wild Robot to see if it's in stock. So please continue.
I'm gonna be
always shopping.
All right, okay. Next picture here for you.
Okay.
I'll do this one and then I'll do the group one for after. Okay, here we go. All right, this is what I wanted. But are we gonna get it?
I'm sorry. I'm one of the people who are like, as soon as you showed Robert Downey, I lost all interest in Doom. Unless they're doing the same thing they did with what was the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, where Reed Richards was not the Reed Richards officially. It was just a fan cast. So if this is a case where he's a variant, then sure. But please show me. Let's see. Yeah, it is Darth.
Yeah, it's a Green Lantern jersey. Because he doesn't play sports, so he's not going to wear a sports jersey.
I have one jersey in every sport. If you can guess what they are, I'll give you $100.
One jersey of every sport?
yeah, for every sport.
It's the same team?
Same. No, it's like hockey, basketball, football.
Okay, hockey. I'm going to go with.
Don't do it now.
Canucks?
I don't have a Canucks jersey.
Is it US or Canada?
It is US. You're not going to get it because it's a crap team.
Phoenix Coyotes.
Oh my God, you got it.
Woo! Okay, what's the baseball? You said you have one?
Yeah.
Obviously not Canadian, is it?
No.
Because that'd be too easy. Why?
You would know it. It's everyone.
Dodgers.
No.
Yankees?
Yeah. As soon as it said everyone had it.
Okay. Yankees. Okay, then you have basketball.
Even if Downey is a variant of Dune, I'm still not interested. They could have cast someone else.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about the draft.
Elvin's so crazy.
LA Lakers.
I have two. Okay, that's one.
Well, that doesn't count now.
No, that's right. You got it. That counts.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had two.
And then you have what's left?
There's another basketball one.
No. You have football. Do you have a football one?
Yeah.
Okay. Football Cowboys.
No.
San Fran.
No.
Okay, one more guess and then we'll call it even. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I did have the Raiders. Yeah, I'll give you that one because I did have it at one point.
Okay, where's my $100?
I had one
in the mail.
3 years ago. I had a Raiders one, so that one counted.
What do you have right now? Football.
Vikings.
Oh, Vikings. Okay. You just going for the pretty colors or what?
No, I was defiant in high school. Like I would pick, like everyone would go for the same. I'm like, F you guys. I go to my underdogs.
We're Green Bay fans. Screw that. I'm Vikings.
But Raiders, I did actually like the
Raiders because I'm thinking that you might be a fan of NWA.
No, I just like the Raiders.
A lot of my friends have Oakland Raiders or LA Kings because that's what Ice Cube and Eazy-E, all these characters, these actors, actors, all wear, right?
Oh, I have an Anaheim jersey somewhere.
Why? Because Snoop wears it.
Does he?
Snoop's a big Anaheim fan. He goes to a lot of the games.
I haven't paid attention to Snoop. I've seen him no shade on Snoop. I just see him on all these
Ryan says he said Raiders because you're black. D, don't let him twist it.
That's probably true.
That's exactly why I said it.
Yeah, 100%. Can you even fault him for that?
Come on. Anyways,
Snoop's all over the place. But I don't want to get off topic. It's just
okay. Yeah, we were after. Let's go back into this here. So yeah, even if Downey is a variant of Doom, I'm still not interested. They could have cast somebody else. Here's the thing: they could have, they should have, but they, meaning Kevin Feige and everybody in Marvel, are scared out of their wits that this is not going to go well because the last bunch of movies fluttered into like a fart in the wind. So they had to go with the safe choice, and it all
Okay.
stemmed.
Isn't
Sorry.
that like that comes off like a joke though? Like that's
Well,
embarrassing, don't you think?
let me just finish on this thought, and then yeah,
Okay.
I definitely I'm hearing what you're saying. So he contacted the two guys that recently made the most money for him is the Russo brothers, and obviously the Russo brothers want to play it safe because of their own reputation. Is they're gonna bring somebody they think they're gonna give them sort of buffers, like a buffer, and Robert Downey Jr. was it because like, hey, we bring this guy out, and you saw the reaction Hall 8 and
Yeah.
Comic Con.
Yeah,
All
yeah. I
these
can't deny
nerds,
that.
all these losers jumping up and down, going, "Oh my god, I'm crying! Oh no!" And they don't realize that he is not fit to be Doom.
No, Doom's a completely different like
You need a very unique. You know who would have been really good Doom is Henry Cavill.
well, for one, he doesn't take his mask off, so it doesn't even matter as long as you have a fantastic actor who has the demeanor. So, sure, Robert Downey's a great actor. Maybe he could pull off the stature of Doom, but you're paying him a couple hundred million to do this when you could have gotten anyone else.
Dude's 5'7".
Yeah.
Doom is like 6'4", 6'5". He's an overpowering badass that fills in that armor. He's going to look ridiculous in this armor. Unless Robert Downey Jr. is going to take a whole bunch of steroids in the next 6 to 8 months and really buff himself up like Chris, what's the name? Thor.
Oh,
Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth. I think they're going to cop out and be like, this is an Iron Man variant, but his name's Doom.
By the way, they've already said that he's going to be half with the mask and half without the mask.
I don't like that. So Phantom of the Opera is what we're getting?
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. And I knew this was coming. There's no way Robert Downey Jr. is not going to take the mask off.
Yeah.
No way.
I that's how you know though, like an actual, and this sounds corny, but when you go like, oh, actual fan, blah blah blah. Honestly, a true fan would be like, no, leave the mask on. The mask is cool.
Tav says RDJ is probably going to be a voiceover in Doom. I don't think so. I think they're going to have him because it's going to look ridiculous when he has his mask off. We know it's not him.
They can do camera angles and camera tricks and all that.
Yeah, but we all know that's not him. He's not 6'4".
We know that Hugh Jackman isn't 5'9", but like we accept things after a while.
But
I mean, I don't personally.
But Hugh Jackman, when he takes his shirt off, is not like CGI. It's real, right? He's really, really jacked. He puts work in. That's why he said that it was hard to be Wolverine because it takes a lot out of him to get into that level of shape. Are you trying to compare Homelander to Doom? We don't even know Homelander's physique. Doom, we know because of the armor. He has to fill in the armor. If you take away the armor as a character, then that's fine. You could probably fudge just about anybody with padded suits. But you can have padded suits, but the armor is going to be big and it's going to look ridiculous with padded suits on.
That's a high advanced technology, man.
Look at Anthony Mackie when he first put on that Captain Falcon outfit on. That looked goofy.
Yeah, but like RDJ and Iron Man looks imposing. He just looks imposing in the suit, period. And that's what they're banking on. They're like, oh, you've seen him in armor before. You loved him in armor before. Well, here you go. One more time. like that's what they're...
We can assume Homelander's physique is top tier. Like, come on.
Have we had
him take his shirt off? Have we had him show his actual...
Could you imagine muscles? he's just like a dad bod, but with Superman powers?
I don't know. Can you guys all be like sit here and be okay with Robert Downey Jr. as Doomsday? I can't.
I mean, from a lazy standpoint, no. And I know what they're going to... They're just saying this is a variant. I 100% think that's where they're going.
They do better. Look at this picture, man. If I got anything like 80% of this, I'd be so happy.
You can still get that. You can still get that. because he's going to be in armor anyway. It's ruined because I know who's under the armor. And I don't mean that like I think he's a bad actor, not fit for the I know him as Tony Stark now. So that's all I see him as. As soon as you make him Doom, I just think you made him an Iron Man variant, and I think that's lazy. I think Victor Von Doom should be his own character. It's the same way in how Homecoming didn't have a Green Goblin or a Doc Ock or a Lizard, so they had to pull in multiverse versions of them. Like that was ridiculous to me. Like those are his Sinister Six. They made the Sinister Six variants that don't exist in his own world.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. So the same way how the Fantastic Four takes place in an alternate reality in the 60s. Like to me, that is weird. They should have tied into the MCU, but because they only had the rights to certain characters, they ripped themselves into a corner. So now they have to do all this reworking and backtracking to make it make sense.
Bring back Mads Mikkelsen for Doom. He is like who I am.
He was fused. I didn't mind him at all.
I wouldn't mind him at all either. The biggest overall issue with this when I first heard about him being Dr. Doom was the legacy of Iron Man just got tarnished a bit. When he died in Endgame, that got tarnished. That got wasted, in my opinion.
Well, unless they're going... So, in the books, like, there's a Hydra version of Captain America. So, unless they're like, oh, no, the Iron Man you know and love, his whole reputation...
No, I get that. They're going to do the negative version of him. Yeah. Say, this is not your... But what
I think they're wanting it to be tarnished because you resonated with Robert Downey Jr. The last memory you have of him is telling him his daughter that he loves her. Now you see this new evil version. Like, it's cliche at this point. It's
he should have just been off in the sunset and gone.
Yeah.
There should have been no chance of him coming back. I would have preferred Chris Evans over him coming back. Just because Chris Evans never had the death. He had an out.
He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he had an out, but he didn't have a death, right? The death there was a purpose behind that was supposed to set up the next decade of Avengers and have, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man as your focal pinnacle point of starting it all and continuing it down the road. And they're just like, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to bring him back and we're going to show his face to everybody that knew the other RDJ and say, oh my God, it's him. He's back. But then he's not. He's a bad guy. And it's just like, we're going to be all focused about RDJ's character from Iron Man. Then we're going to be focused about the actual Doom character.
Yeah, it takes away from Doom as a
it takes away from him being this amazing, insane level badass that, to me, in my opinion, is probably the best bad guy in Marvel, period. That's just my opinion. I think he's one of... Apocalypse is pretty close in my books. But this guy...
How did you feel about him as a character in Fox's X-Men?
Oh, God. Oh.
Okay, that answers my question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Okay. Let's not bring that. I just think that this guy is legit, villain of Marvel. And...
like, to put it into perspective, Doom currently, as of this week, is ruling planet Earth. Do you picture Robert Downey Jr. as being that type of character? And I don't mean, like, again, no disrespect, but like that's the threat level Doom is. He just came in and he's like,
I love you, Latveria 2000.
2000. Put that on. Oh, that's a good shirt. I'll give
better than... Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Doom is better than Lex Luthor. Come on. That's not even a... That's not
again, like Lex is president. Doom is king of the earth right now as we speak.
Yeah. Like, no, that's not even close. This guy can do it all. He's intelligent. He's got magic wielding skills. He's, has technology. He has it all.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Science and magic.
So I'm going to show you another picture here. One last picture.
I like how happy you are to see that. I'm going to show you one more picture. First, it was the Vision and Star-Lord. I was like, this is weird. It's not going to get any weirder than that.
Okay, so here it is. Okay. Now, you see these two characters here?
Who's that?
Well, they're right. That they're right next to Doom.
Yeah, is that supposed to be like alternate version Sue
That's what I'm thinking.
and Franklin?
Yep.
Okay.
And this is Doctor Strange right here.
Because in Secret Wars, he does steal his family. So okay, fine.
This would also connect Galactus maybe as to why he's going to go after Richards in Fantastic Four, or sorry, Franklin. Why he's on Earth and the other one. There's got to be some connectivity.
I don't know. I don't give them enough foresight to.
Orion says he is S tier across. I 100% agree. So, what are you thinking here when you see this?
Okay, so my problem with this is if that is Sue and Franklin, we don't know anything about them movie wise for me to care. Like when I read the comics and Doom did this and stole his family, it was like, oh damn, Reed. Like he took your family, he turned the thing into like a wall. Like he basically put them in their worst case scenario, and then he sent Reed away. Like Reed was trying to fix this problem. He was the only one on the shuttle. He came back to find this amalgamated world. Doom has his wife and kids now. Like that's a mental mind. Like fuck. But now here, what do we know of MC Reed Richards? We're gonna know one thing about him, and it's that one movie. Like I don't emotionally relate to. I don't care about MC Reed, right? Like it's bad, but
I also think that with Doctor Strange here, I think he's the Doctor Strange from our universe has gone into that universe, because you saw him at the end with whatever what's her name in the movie where she splits the fabric of time.
Yeah.
And she takes him there. So I'm thinking Reverse Flash still takes the lead.
Because he said Doom's the ultimate troll.
Oh.
So that comic wise, you're right. Like Doctor Strange, like Doom fixed the planet. Like I have to side with him. Like he knows. Like despite all the evilness, like evil, I say that in quotations, Doom only does what he think is right. Like he's not a mustache twirling villain. Like if he thinks it's for the
Is that Wario?
No, he's like, give me your money. Like there was a moment where Bast, like the it was either the Panther God or the Tiger God tried to see if Doom was worthy, and he said yes. And the God basically was like, oh, like you genuinely believe you're a good person. I can't kill you because you think you are doing what's right, and you are doing what's right. Like that's the thing about Doom is he could fix all of the world's problems. He just treats humans as expendable, and that's what everyone else has a problem with.
Yeah, there's his subjects.
Yeah. But he could fix the like, he could do what he turned Latvia into a first world country.
And
it was
just
on the brink of like poverty.
I'm just curious as to what Doctor Strange's role is in all this. Remember, these are concept art. Some of this stuff might not even make it into the movies. In fact, concept art rarely does everything in the concept art even get close to.
You're never going to see this. It's just going to be like an empty throne room.
Yeah, this is to just whet your appetite and then leave you high and dry. Most of the time, they do this. I just need to go get a softwood cape of white for Doom, and I need to get that furry one for my figures. Now,
you have God Doom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have every Doom. I even have Mezco's Doom. Oh, but I need to go and get the fur.
That'd be a nice. Yeah, go get that.
I'm gonna get someone to make it for me. Rebel T Customs, probably.
I know Etsy has a ton.
Oh, did they? Okay, sick. The whole concept of Dr. Doom is that he honestly believes he's the best solution to. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like
honestly, almost like Thanos. Almost like Thanos. Yeah. So these are
he has an ego though. Like he's like, admit Reed is better than you, and we will solve every problem in the world, and he won't do it. Like there's been issues like that. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather see the world burn. So I like Doom as a character. You know how villains have that ego, and you're like, okay, this is stupid. He's one of the few characters whose ego, I'm like, I totally respect this. I respect your decision to go scorched earth.
So yeah, this is very medieval vibe. I'm assuming the Hulk pictures that we saw. This is an alternate universe where it's very medievalish. and Doom rules over everybody. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how, if any of this is in a universe, and what's the purpose behind it. How does it connect? So, going to be very interesting to see this.
Yeah.
Does this excite me? Yes and no.
I'm
Excites me.
curious. Are you
I mean,
curious?
yeah, it,
Yeah.
it, it perks the interest and gets the curiosity going. But I I want things to go well for Doom character. So if I have to deal with our Robert Downey Jr., I'll get over it, figure it out. But I'm hoping that this is like, hey, I'm just going to introduce this character, and then when this whole thing starts to implode, I'm going to be dead again, and I'll take my bags of money, and we're going to recast somebody who's actually Doom.
I kind of
But
hate that. I hate that. I wish they established the truth. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
you're
no.
wrong for
I'm
saying that
I'm
yet.
not even saying that I'm right about it. What I'm saying is this is what we're dealt with.
Yeah.
We got
Like, I
no
wish they
choice.
picked someone and established that
Absolutely.
character so we get
Absolutely.
used to that character. But right now, they're just like,
They're taking the safe road. That's what they're doing. They're taking the safe road, going, we're going to have him here to kick off this. So people are going to come in because the casual audience will come and see this because of him in the movie.
yeah,
And they need the casual audience to tip them over the $600-700 million mark, because the nerds will go see it. You'll get your 300-400-500 million, but it's the $1 billion level they want to get to. And in order to do that, you got to bring in a household name that all the other, the moms, the cousins, the aunts that don't really watch it, but
yeah. No, I see your
had,
point.
you know what I mean? So that's what the whole purpose of this. It's just a safe route. Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. Earth Mightiest Cartoons does an incredible job portraying of Doom. Yeah,
I like that show a lot. I
yeah,
didn't like the designs, but I did like the show. It's a shame it got canceled.
yeah. All right. Let's get into some other news here. I'm going to quickly fire off a couple of news here. KK. Cake is in the house. So, a couple of days ago, KK was in the news. If you don't know who I'm talking about, we're talking about, let me see here. Let me get this picture up in a row. And I got so many tabs open, it's crazy. Whoa, that went horribly wrong. Yeah, let's not zoom into our nostrils.
Maybe you should. Maybe that's the thumbnail picture.
So KK was in the news, Kathleen Kennedy, a couple of days ago, because there was an article. I can't remember
There's
the
so
site.
many. Every
Yeah,
single site.
but one of the sites leaked it out first, and everybody else ran with it. Right? Said that she is going to retire at the end of this year. She's good. She's had her fill with ruining Disney. I mean, helping Disney and Star Wars.
Come on, man.
She brought great shows like Obi-Wan, dumpster fire, Acolytes, another dumpster fire. So she did a great job in her eyes. She has made Star Wars lose a ton of money, but hey, the shills out there who get invited to these events are going to say she was amazing. She did so good. She made billions of dollars. Sure, okay. The numbers don't lie, but go ahead, people, keep lying. Again, so everybody and their uncle ran with this, including prominent YouTubers who were rejoicing, popping champagne bottles, confetti in the air, until the last 24 hours,
Okay.
where she came out, and I believe it's on Deadline. I wish I could find the article. I could not find it. I tried. She had an exclusive interview, and she's like, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
I was holding on to that because you were talking and everyone in the group chat was talking about how she's gone, and you're like, "Do you want to do a show Monday?" I was hoarding that information, but you would have seen it by then. But I'm like, I don't know. She said she didn't say she's leaving.
KK did Taz says KK did an incredible job syncing Indiana Jones and Star Wars and Willow. Don't forget Willow.
Oh, she did Willow too.
Yes, she did Willow too. Oh God. Anyway, so she said she's not going anywhere yet. She hasn't said anything, and I think it's because she's got a giant ego, and she wanted to
It's the money.
get out there because she probably heard the rejoice that everybody had. Because I thought it was overwhelming. There's few shills, of course, that were all upset and fake crying, but the majority of the people online were ecstatic that she's leaving. A lot of them said it's too late, but we'll take it. It's better than nothing. The damage has already been done, but hey, it's better than nothing. And I think her publicist or whoever is out there, and she herself maybe have read all this, and it was a swift interview right away. Usually, it takes weeks for people to get together for an interview and do a proper interview. She did this really quick, and I think it was to squash all these rumors. In my opinion, when someone does something this quickly in terms of an interview to scuttle the news, and here's the other thing, she could have just released a statement from her PR team.
Yeah.
She didn't have to sit down with somebody to set the record straight here. That just shows me a whole lot of ego, testicle type of attitude, maybe narcissism. But she just basically said, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Right now, I haven't made a decision. I don't know where this news came from. I plan on being here as long as I can. And I think she said those lines at the end to really
drive it home.
Knows, yeah, hammer it home, but she also knows there's a lot of people not happy with her, a lot of fans of Star Wars, mainly male fans. Because she from day one said female strong. We're gonna focus on more females.
I'm okay with that if you can back it up.
But here's the thing though, the numbers don't back it up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like to this day, I will fight tooth and nail saying Wonder Woman is one of the best movies I've seen superhero wise and action. Like it was a fantastic movie. And they can back that up, but her track
Wonder
record,
Woman 1.
Yeah. They totally lost the script with that one. They lost the plot. But her stuff is just flop after flop. People, it's not even like it's a huge divide. And if your stuff was good, it wouldn't be that divided, period.
Well, the other problem is she's not willing to listen to others out there. Kevin Feige was supposed to do a collab with Star Wars. Not a collab, but he was supposed to give some insight and input. And apparently, and this is all there's no actual evidence of this, but based on what I've been learning and listening to researching, is he had some sort of project worked out with multiple films to give like a runway for them to kind of work with, just like he did in Marvel, the early years of Marvel. And she just said, nope, you're not going to be involved in this. Get out of here. And they don't really talk to each other. You don't see them in interviews for Disney. They've got a little divide there, the two of them. And it's because she doesn't want anybody else going in there and basically upstaging her, making her look bad. She wants to be the final boss of everything. She wants to make the decision and take all the accolades, all the flowers for herself. And the biggest issue with Star Wars right now, she always goes to these events and announces shows or movies, and so many of them get canceled. Why are you bringing up these things if you're not even sure they're going to get greenlit? She's like, we're going to do this show, we're going to do that show, we're going to do this movie, and then a month later, 6 months later, it's canceled. It just looks terrible. Make sure that you have it ready to go before you announce it. It's not like it's announced by some random website or some Instagram person or somebody on Twitter. It's announced by her at a convention. I don't understand. Like, it just looks so bad. And then you have all these things that get one off, like Acolytes, for example.
Yeah.
They spent so much money, like movie level money on this show, and it looked god awful, blatantly terrible writing, and you can point all the problems.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's the house is burning, and they're just sitting there drinking their lattes.
Who's her superior? Because like this isn't even like
Bob Iger.
This isn't even like a hit or miss. It's just consistently bad track record. So at what point are they going to be, okay, like you're done here?
She, just like Feige's head of Marvel, she's head of Star Wars, but their boss is Bob Iger, and then the board. That's their boss. That's it. There's nobody else there. So she only reports to Bob Iger, and that's it.
Huh. I'm surprised she lasted this long.
Well, that's the thing, and I've said this before, many other shows. I think she's got something on people. She's got some, some of these people have skeletons in their closet, and she knows what that is.
Yeah.
Because how does someone last this long with a, have you seen that meme where death goes and knocks on doors and kills things?
Yeah.
That's what she's done with so many Star Wars projects.
So yeah, it's like where you send them to die.
Yeah, she just goes and knocks on doors, and you just.
I will give her credit for just like being like, nope, I'm not done until I say I'm done. like, hey, you know what? I want
It's
to see
that
how
ego,
far you.
right? It's that
I want to see how
and
far you push this.
when she first came out, and she had these T-shirts with a bunch of females around her saying female is the force.
Yeah.
I looked at him like, okay, you want females in there, that's fine, but you do realize this is a male-centric IP, right? In the 80s and 90s, males are the reason why Star Wars existed. How many females you knew? There were some, of course, but how many females, if you do a percentage wise, paid for movies, merchandise, walked around with lightsabers and stormtrooper outfits and Darth Vader outfits, went to conventions, dressed up, bought comic books, stood in long hours of line back then when you couldn't reserve your seats to watch this, to give this Star Wars the $1 billion level of value that it was when Lucas sold it. You should focus on whatever it is. I'll say this with like female centric IPs like Barbie, for example. When they made that movie, they focused on what? Making sure they marketed towards females with daughters. They marketed towards them. Why? Because they're the ones that are going to go watch it. Majority of them.
Movie? What was her first movie?
Who?
Star Wars wise, Kathleen. Let me look this up.
You can look it up.
Yeah.
If you alienate the male audience or the majority audience of any IP, you're playing with fire. And that's what's happening, and it has happened. And it's nothing to do with being sexist or bigots. Get that garbage out of here. This is a business.
I mean, to be like, there are a lot of I'm not even going to deny it.
No, we're not ignoring. There are idiots out there. Of course, that goes with everything. But this is a business. And if you're not making money, then you're doing a terrible job as a manager of this IP.
If your goal is to make money. If you are trying to push a message and you are totally willing to alienate people, then like own that. But don't put it out and then scramble to find a reason why it flopped after the fact. Like, why it flopped.
The rinse repeat thing with Disney in anything that flops is to right away go and blame on social media racism, sexism, bigots. It's the old thing. Hey, we didn't do a terrible job. You guys didn't show up. You didn't support us because you're this, this, and this. It's always that.
With like that Ghostbusters with Chris Hemsworth. Like that's the first.
Oh, you guys didn't like female ghost person? No.
But then this new one came out. Was the lead is Phoebe, and despite how we feel about it, they made 2, so they already did better than the last one with Phoebe. So.
You never saw this in the 80s or 90s, early 2000s when things flopped. People will laugh at it and say it's terrible and whatever, and then we move on.
What I do wish was practiced more are the writers and directors being held accountable, because when a movie flops, it's only ever the actors who are blacklisted.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, Acolytes. Why wasn't the director solely blamed for this garbage of a show? It was horrendous, and it was a record amount of money. They spent more money on this than Game of Thrones did.
Like, the actors did exactly what they were supposed to do. I will never blame an actor, because if the actor's bad, the director should be like, okay, I'm sorry, but you got to go.
Well, that's the whole point of casting, right?
Yeah.
You got to recognize talent and say, okay, this person fits the mold, and therefore I'm going to bring this person on. The main character, I forgot her name. She wasn't that good. Amanda Stenberg or something like that.
She very well could have been. It's just her direction was just god awful.
Well, it could be that also. And there's movies made for certain actors.
Yeah.
And I don't think this was her sort of type of movie or show that she should have been in it, because her acting wasn't good in this type of a show. Right. So, and it wasn't even close. It was just inherently bad acting. You can tell by the facial expression she lacked direction probably and
Yeah.
talent in this specific genre, and it just made for bad TV. And there's going to be people that defend it till the end of day or end of time, but then there's a lot of people saying that this was bad, and you can tell because it got canceled.
Yeah.
It doesn't get canceled if it's good or has an overwhelming positive response. Nothing gets canceled because it's good. It gets canceled because the money isn't there, the viewership isn't there. That's it. You can
That's not
argue
always
all
the
you want.
case. I know there's cases where like a show will get like 9 out of 10, like across the board. But then studios, again, this is the studio's fault.
But did it make money though?
They're like, it didn't make money because toy sales were down.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, you didn't sell toys, but like, it doesn't matter. Then they just cancel it. So it's all about the money.
I think it might be more than that, but yeah, if
there's
it doesn't,
been shows like that. Like I've seen them specifically say the toy sales were awful, but then people pointed out you made like 3 toys. Of course they sold, but Star Wars doesn't apply to this. But you're right, how it always comes back to the paycheck. It comes back to how much money it
business
makes.
is business.
And a lot of the times that's still the studio's fault based on merchandise. You don't support the
power. That was so bad. The story didn't make sense. Anyways,
I like Sheldon's rendition, like interpretation of it, how he's like, it makes sense people in other galaxies call the Force something different. Like, you know what? I can understand that. But then they didn't really go anywhere with that.
But here's my argument to that is, okay, it makes sense other places in the galaxy go for it, but the story wasn't, they didn't even go and develop that part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't do anything with that, right?
Build something around it and then say, yeah, we call it this. They were so short with it. And then there was a scene, I don't even know why I'm talking about this more because it gets me angry. There was a scene where she said, we don't use the Force or whatever, the thread, and she literally uses it 2 seconds later. And I'm just like, you literally just told your daughters not to use it, and then you do it on somebody else for the heck of it. It made no sense. Do they not read the script? Do they not read everything over before they go and start doing the show? Tav says, does it make sense that in other parts of the galaxy where solid stone catch?
That was just flint. It's pure flint. And like,
forget solid stone. They had fire in space. It was a kindling fire in space.
That's future fire, man. Come on.
It was that the matches that don't dip in water and still cease burning. That's what it was. Fire can happen in space, but it doesn't last long because of vacuum of no oxygen in space. Fire needs oxygen. So to see something fiery outside and continue to burn for like a good 10 minutes, yeah, somebody didn't do the science on that one. Stones are fallible. So KK said she's not going anywhere. Too much, a lot of people's chagrin. Ruined my weekend, probably my month, my year, decade. I was so ready to open that Chardonnay. So ready, D. I was ready to open that Chardonnay.
I'm excited.
Back in the cellar it goes.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Shut up and take it. Fine.
See,
anyways, I don't want to see the face anymore.
Space stones. Future stones.
You hit them together and they cause fire. Oh my god. What do I do? What do I do with my life? Any other Oscar nominations? Nothing yet? Okay. Guess what's coming out in a couple of days on my birthday?
What?
Daredevil. Duh.
You won't even be here. When is that out?
I'm watching. I can watch Netflix.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You're not allowed. You can't watch it out of country.
Oh man.
I figured you'd be too busy. Like, and then when you get home to the hotel, you'll pass.
I think that's what's gonna happen, but I'll do my best. I did download a Reacher season 3.
Yeah.
I did download Demon Slayer, all of season 1. So I'm gonna watch that on the plane. I'm hoping it's a 10-hour flight. I need to be entertained for 8 of those hours.
Yeah.
So, and I'm flying economy, which sucks.
I mean, You have a family of 4, so you gotta
I know,
yeah,
I know. I saw the,
that's your
I
kid
saw the
total.
amount for business class. I'm like, yeah, no, let's not do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Download 86
That was more so for me, I think. I don't know if Elvin would like that. Mondo versus
kaiju probably.
Baby should be a great measuring stick to see where Star Wars stands in the general zeitgeist. Yeah.
Mando, yeah. What else we got? Oh, let's get into the toy stuff. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let me load up Toy Arc. Hold on a second. It'll just be faster that way. Because
Yeah,
we weren't there.
a lot of stuff came down. A lot.
Well, okay. Do you want to talk about McFarlane first? Get it out of the way.
Mattel MMs. Let's talk about the M&M.
Let's see here.
Do that. Let's do that first. Blank screen. Dun dun dun.
Oh, my bad.
I think Mattel is gonna have a so-so.
Okay, so the problem that people are, I'm gonna pull up some stuff here
So if you
because
don't know,
people.
sorry, you
Go
go
ahead, go
ahead.
ahead, take it
While
away.
I give you a little runway here.
Okay, so what Elvin was talking about are we got the announcement that in 2026 DC.
Is it halfway through 2026? Correct.
Yeah, so the rights to DC is going back to Mattel. So it regains a license in 2026. They're in discussions now, so they settled this contract now. It's just going to take a year to fulfill those contracts. That being said, it was a love-hate situation between a lot of people. Some people are happy it's going back to Mattel. Other people are pissed off that it's going back to Mattel because they love McFarlane figures. And you know what? Fair enough. I personally don't have that many. When I stopped like you because I was like, I don't like these. Like at a certain, I was just like, I don't like these figures, so this doesn't make sense. The
Now,
characters might be cool, but I don't like the figures.
so if wondering why and how this happened, based on the bidding obviously and the licensing went down over the weekend. I'm sure Todd had a presentation, Mattel had a presentation, probably NECA too, because NECA has been wanting DC for a while as well. So the reason why Mattel got it, it's not because they flashed the most amount of money on the table in terms of revenue they're going to give to DC for the licensing. It's because they are more worldwide known as a brand like Hasbro is versus McFarlane or NECA. They have a bigger reach worldwide in terms of shipping and logistics and all that stuff to get things out to stores across the world, which is what DC wants. They want their brand to spread out of North America and UK and into other parts of the world. And Mattel can do that. And so that's why, and the main reason is based on what Mattel's release was, is how they got the licensing back in 2026. I also think Mattel never saw Todd McFarlane coming out of the woodworks the last time and probably played it like too casual.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden DC's like, yeah, we're going to give it to McFarlane. And they're like, what? We've had this for so long though. Don't you love us?
They got complacent.
Yeah.
Okay, my thing though is I've tried to find different articles and it never specifically said Todd lost the license in its entirety. So
That's key.
just like Spin Master is doing DC stuff as well. Mattel is still doing DC figures just for like Barbie and other aspects in the Mattel universe. They have the license to do it. Are we 100% sure Todd has completely lost this license? I can't say that.
So Todd could do a specific, like for example, Mayfex, they do comic book renditions of figures like Hush, right?
Yeah.
Reign of Superman. So they do those. They have that specific niche that they're allowed. And so I think Todd might have something like that where like, hey, I'll make statues, I'll make specific type like movie based figures or something like that. And Mattel would be wise to do that because they make money off that by subleasing the contract, right? Todd did that with so many other companies, and Hasbro, you see that do it with McFarlane as well, allowing them to make statues.
Yeah.
Okay? So if I was Mattel, I would allow Todd to do some of these things, but they got to be careful and not have it crisscross over each other, because they don't want to have their sales get lost in the mix as well, right? My main thing is Mattel better do 6-inch line if they want any chance of anybody picking up their figures. Even the ones who have loved McFarlane, they're not going to pick up 7-inch Mattel figures when they already got a bunch from Todd. It's going to be a while.
On the message boards and everything, be like, I'm not starting this again. Like, I'm giving up DC. Like, they were just like livid. Like, I'm not doing this whole collection all over again. I'm like, that's the name of the game. I'm like, what more do you like need? I saw arguments. I even pasted you one where like, he hasn't even cracked the surface. He didn't do Katana. He didn't do blah blah blah. He didn't do blah blah blah. I'm like, he had like 4 years to do those characters.
You mentioned something about the team being put together finally after how many years?
Oh yeah, Comic Wonder Woman finally came out. I think this started in what?
It wasn't a year one. First series was Batman.
So they started like a Justice League in wave 1, and it's finally coming to fruition now. It's taken them 5 years to do an entire team.
Meanwhile, Teen Titans is still stuck at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the problem. It was all over the place, and then the ridiculous page punchers and gold labeled and platinum labeled. It just got a hand. It looked like nobody was running nobody was steering the ship. It got out of hand, and you see Target exclusives, Walmart exclusives, but they were just like painted badly. They weren't like actual exclusives. And then he started doing from his site where he would sign on a box, and then people go nuts. Oh my God, I'll pay $150 for this thing. It's just an autograph. Calm down. But he had his fan base of people that loved him, and that's good for him. And I got nothing against him.
Well,
I just
those
think
people now are like so like they're like Mattel sucked, and they did.
Well, they're all bitter. They're all bitter, of course.
Well, they are showing like they are okay. So here's their proof. A lot of them use these types of examples. So we have Superman from McFarlane and then Superman from Mattel. You saw the picture of Bruce Wayne I sent. I was just making a joke, but he looked like a potato, right? With eyebrows drawn on.
Yeah.
Power Girl from McFarlane, Power Girl from Mattel. But they're taking figures from like 2006 and 2015 and comparing them to recent figures of McFarlane. So I'm like, it's not really fair of you to do this when Mattel at the end of the run had slated figures that had decent articulation. I'm not saying this is great because I don't like that Simon Baz, but they're using outdated articulation in their examples to make a point when at the end of the run unreleased figures would have looked like this. So it's laughable that this is a Batman of all things because we've seen like 100 of him by now. But
this is 6-inch, right?
This is 6-inch. They would have released this before they gotten canceled. This to me is decent. Like this is just a Marvel Legends figure, basically. The technology has made leaps and bounds since then. You collect WWE figures.
Yeah, WWE Ultimate figures from Mattel are some of the best figures, period. Articulation, accessories. Yeah, you do pay quite a bit of penny, but hey, you get what you pay for it. And in my opinion, I don't go like they have other levels in WWE in terms of like quality figures. So Ultimate is the highest one. I don't even go to the one below it just because Ultimate is so cool. And the only time I'll do that is if I know that figure is not going to be in Ultimates because they reserve that for only really, really good characters, right? But yeah, I mean, you look at this. Is it the best in the world? Probably not, but it's a whole lot better than what they were doing beforehand.
Yeah. Like this in comparison to like this stuff. That's not fair. If you're going to cherry pick the stuff that they were going to give you before they got canceled.
Yeah, this stuff was like 10 years before.
Yeah, it would have been something like this.
Even Hasbro's bad 10 years ago.
right? McFarlane's 10 years old. We're statues. So let's be real here. If you're gonna compare the two, you would have had to use the statue figures from before. If you're gonna go back to 2006, so I wouldn't have mind something like this back then. Factor in 2025 now. You're gonna have butterfly joints, diaphragm joints, because that's what the Ultimates line have.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just it right there. If you do not provide those basic levels of articulation, you're gonna hear it from people. That's my biggest fear with Mattel is do they come out of the gate strong or do they stumble?
Yeah.
Because
You gotta
you
come out.
gotta bring your A game right off the bat, because then you're gonna bring in the sales. You're gonna have that momentum going into the next level. And if they don't, you're gonna hear it from McFarlane fans. You're gonna hear it from every other collector out there, and this will just be dead in the water. Because
So
one of the things is a lot of people don't have that abundance of cash right now with inflation and prices of everything going up and all that. People are picky and choosy about what they want if you're a collector, and they're just going to say, we don't want this,
yeah.
we don't want this, right? And I'm one of them. I'm not going to buy any of the Mattels if I don't see like good quality figures. Sorry, you're not going to get my money.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like Motu and DC crossovers are going to happen if this is like they're doing that. They did that with Turtles. They did that with He-Man and Thundercats. Motu and whatever crossover is like that's their money
Oh
maker.
God, I mean, I don't know. I have to see it before I even think about it. I mean, I never want to say never, but I don't like these weird crossovers, man. It doesn't. I don't know, but
The
I'm
trend is it's a comic and then it's a figure, and the DC Motu is a thing. So you are going to get those. Like I'm not even.
yeah.
That's a speculation, but it's going to happen.
And kudos to all the people that love that crossover. Let them enjoy it. I get it. You're allowed to have different lanes,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Hasbro does it themselves, so it's fine. If it serves a purpose for a specific group of people, good for them. But like I said, out of the gates, they gotta bring the heat. They gotta have the articulation, gotta have the accessories, and 6-inch. It's gonna make a massive difference for a lot of people. I think universally,
Yeah.
that scale is loved by the majority of collectors for action figures.
Like that's what I'm excited about most.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, Mattel was doing pinless before. Like Hasbro's like, hey, we got this fantastic new technology. Meanwhile, Mattel was like, I've been doing this for the last 5 years and no one's batted an eye.
Yeah. Cowabungadoo says he's all in for Motu. All right. We got some Toy Fair pictures, some juicy pictures. Let's get on it.
I'll blitz through these.
Yeah,
So
let's blitz.
Todd's doing Mortal
Okay.
Kombat
Next.
again. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that threw me for a curve here. I did not expect this. Toddy's got Ninja Turtles.
Hey, he lost his DC, so he quickly pivoted, right?
Yeah. Gotta get the next thing.
Oh my god.
So we got a 5-inch Page Punchers, Ninja Turtles. Leonardo was teased. Curious to see what they do with those. It says 5-inch, but Turtles are smaller. So I'm wondering if these are those 5 points of articulations ones. They seem slightly bigger because it's odd they're giving you alternate feet instead of giving them toe hinge, because all of his figures have toe hinge, right?
How is he able to do this with NECA doing it as well?
Because the same way Joy Toy has licensing and other companies have the license to do this, Nickelodeon just is loose with Ninja Turtles IP, so they just throw it out to whoever.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we do have. I'm wondering like how he's going to go about this. Are these going to be those cheap little ones, or are they going to actually be a fully articulated figure? So stay tuned for that. What else do we have? I'll blitz through these quickly. Speaking of Toon Turtles, NECA is doing the animated series Toka and Robo Razor. You're done with Toon Turtles or what?
I am, but I want to go back to this.
Of course you do.
I love me some robots.
The beauty with this line is you can pick and choose. You don't have to go all in because they don't tie into anything really. It's just like, here's this character. You like this character, or you don't like this character.
Well, I don't do
I
don't do the movies anymore. I'm done with that. I don't do the gamer stuff. I'm done with that. I don't do the comics when I'm done with that. This is the only line that I'm still interested in NECA. Otherwise, I'm done. So I can probably get this and not feel bad because I'm not going to go into a wide scale of stuff unless it's absolutely a home run. That's the only reason I'll ever go to one of those other lines that NECA does for Turtles, if it's an absolute home run. Otherwise, forget it.
So this one.
Yeah, the bowl of nuts go back.
Oh my God.
Gotta get in your cereal.
I love their accessories are always fantastic. They
Yeah,
have
I know.
fantastic
It's awesome.
accessories. So this one here, concept commissioned
Holy
movie versions
Jesus.
of Bebop and Rocksteady, right down to like you can see how floppy Bebop and Rocksteady's
When did this
heads
come
are.
out? Did they actually do a movie?
No, so they were supposed to be in the movie, the second movie, but they
Oh,
put
okay.
in Toka and Razor instead. So
Oh.
they are doing the movie versions of what they would have looked like based on like concept art and what NECA came up with. So this would be it. These are going to fly off the shelves, in my opinion, simply because they don't exist. You are done with the movie figures.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy these.
Okay.
Cool as they are, I don't need them. I'm okay.
They
I'm
do
done
look
with the
Jim
movie.
Henson-y. They do
Yeah.
look good for what they are, but
Yeah, and you're right. They will sell.
yeah.
They will sell fast.
Yeah, see, Tab said NECA's doing What If, so they're going to do cool stuff. You
Yeah.
have Kevin Eastman here. This was the Motu Thundercats.
What
So
in the world?
so if you like Motu and you like Thundercats, here's
I like both, but I'm not doing this. It's just not my thing. But
yeah.
I'm sure people who love both of these is fired up big time.
That's why I was assuming they do DC, because this was a comic as well. So it's just they're just picking and choosing. Same with the Ninja Turtles.
So what happens? Do they trade swords? What do they do?
I don't think I remember the ending. That kind of it was. I'm gonna read it after. I'm curious now.
Does He-Man go thunder, thunder?
In the DC one, He-Man gives the power to Shazam.
Liner?
No, he gives it to Shazam. So it's like a double amped up Captain Marvel, which was kind of cool. In this one, I'm assuming Lionel gets it. I'm going to call him Lionel forever now.
Yeah, isn't that his name?
Lionel Richard Cat. So pass for you. You like your Motu, but very specific. The thing that bothers me is if you are going to put a prototype out, look at that belt, man. Look at those cracks. Look at his hands. If you're gonna show off your figure, you have to make it pristine. Why would you show this wax?
These are prototypes, D.
It doesn't matter. I mean, in transit, these could have been smashed. They could have pulled a Ryan and dropped it in the driveway like he did with his minifigures earlier.
Ooh, not good.
I'm gonna wait for Mondo's 1/12 scale because they're doing He-Man 20XX. Hopefully, they do Thundercats as well. Thundercats.
Oh. Okay.
This is fair. Super 7 only does renders, so at least they tried. I have Panthro and Chitara. I don't know. These don't do it.
Who's making this again?
Mattel.
Oh, Mattel's making these.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're going to utilize every license they have up their alley. And now that they have DC, could you imagine if all this hype is just based on a Motu DC crossover and that's the only license they had? Nothing else. Everyone gets hyped for a crossover.
We did say we have DC. Didn't say how much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad. Not great either.
It's not great.
Why is these butterfly joint like underneath his armpit?
I was gonna say, are these the that's not even a butterfly joint. They didn't give him one.
Oh,
he has single jointed. They have single jointed. It looks like he does because of the armor, but he doesn't. So he has like a female Marvel Legends single jointed arm. Is this how the retro figures are done?
Oh my god.
I don't have any of those.
That's weird.
So they took a step backwards. I feel like these are the way the retro play like Origins ones were. Yeah. You can see here.
Ryan says these sculpts, good luck, DC fans.
So they look like see how they're single jointed and everything. They basically upscaled that.
They're just Origin style.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. So, but they made it look modern. That's the problem. And they've been doing that more and more.
Hey, Cowabunga dude.
Cowabunga dude likes it.
To each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Imagine missing Todd's toys.
You know it's bad when you're missing Todd's creations.
And then they were showing off. A lot of people went to the Hasbro Pulse stand and they were showing off the Maximum Series Spider-Man, and they were doing poses with them, saying this fully articulated. And then people came home and they're like, Okay, but I could get all of these poses with like my old Spider-Man figures and my jaded toys. So, what are we paying for? They kind of did themselves a disservice by letting people handle it because now more people are coming back saying, "Is this really worth it?" You're paying $30 more for accessories, basically.
That's why I said Jada is probably the best value right now.
This one I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna load up Toy Arc.
How can DC toys get worse of a problem? Mattel, hold my beer. Oh man. All
So
right. Okay. Come to daddy. Come
you
to
are getting
daddy.
this. You are getting
Oh,
this.
100% getting that. Are you not?
I don't know. I don't need him.
What X Factor, dude?
So what we're talking about is X Factor Angel, and he has his metallic wings here.
Oh yeah. Come to daddy.
They teased those blades in one
Yeah,
of their
yeah.
streams, so you can see now. I need to. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Dude, you're gonna regret it if you don't get that. I'm telling you.
I just don't need another. I don't know.
It's a different version. Come on. How can you say no to those beautiful wings flapping high in your collecting shelf?
I don't know, man. Oh, here's the baby boy. Here's Spidey. We have Warpath and X-23.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna get Warpath, why would you not gonna get Angel or Archangel?
We've already seen the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So you're all in for this. It's probably going to be marketed as a deluxe price, as we've seen before. You seem excited. I need to wait and see. I don't know. I just don't care. I have one Angel. Good enough for me.
Get two.
Get two. Where was the other? Oh, so Blockies is doing. Have you picked up any of those Blockies figures? They do Transformers, those minifigures. If I'm going to get one, it's going to be Oscar the Grouch. It's just those small.
Oh, you're not getting the Mattel ones? I mean, sorry, NECA ones?
If I see a NECA one, I'll grab it.
Yeah, they're doing Oscar. They said it.
I know if I see it, I will grab it. I'm not going to pre-order anything.
Oh, look at you.
We already saw these. So here's Mattel.
Shout out to toyart.com for doing all this.
Yeah, you can see each, like the name here. It's mostly Joe Moore.
Yeah.
Do you still collect WW figures?
Very picky and choosy. I don't just get anything. The Ultimate Warriors. Sorry, no, Ultimate. Yeah, is it Ultimate Warriors?
There's WW Ultimates.
Yeah, Ultimate. There's a couple of figures that I've been keeping my eye on.
Which affects the like his angel like wing blade type effects? Is that what you're talking about, Cowabunga dude?
Yeah.
Oh, Bandai. I didn't look at theirs yet. I did see a Piccolo was shown off today, but they all are starting to look the same. So I'm gonna quickly see if there's anything new.
Oh, the Road Warriors. That's what they are. They did the Animal and Hawk. Remember?
Yeah.
Road Warriors. They did a Ultimate, which one I need to get my hands on those. Hey, thanks for ruining my show. They're just
dropping Piccolo.
No, not you. They just keep dropping all the characters that are gonna be in this thing, and I was like, boo.
I really hate the route they're going with the side swivel and hips and knees. I mean, I guess this is like, I don't know. He looks weird to me. Like these arms look kind of weird and not
very gummy looking, right?
He does. Oh, this looks horrendous. I don't like this at all. He looks smooth.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like you could pass on this one. I don't know, Ryan. Like there's absolutely no texture. It's just like it looks like a slab of butter.
It's that.
I don't like the.
It looks cheap.
I see. Never mind. Bent. They don't. They're too smooth. There's no wrinkles. It looks like tubes. Did you like the superhero Gohan and Piccolo? Those ones seem decent.
See, even this small little Goku has wrinkles in his pants. Right?
Yeah.
So if they can do it for a small figure, why couldn't they do it for a larger figure? And his knees actually blend well.
Like this one looks decent to me.
Yeah.
Bent wise, maybe not. but like, because that looks ugly. But it looked better than.
It looks better than that.
Yeah.
That looks like a hot dog that's been out in the sun too long.
Yeah, it looks hot doggish, eh? Read the comments say no one's gonna mention the knees. Everyone's gonna mention the knees. I like they bother me, but I feel they're okay. We can avoid this segment with baggy pants. They are ugly. But SH does
I
whatever.
like Daima. I like it. It's wholesome. It's fun.
If you had fun with it.
Yeah, I'm
I
having
think
fun with it. It's a
skipped
feel.
ahead
It's like
to
it's like chicken soup, right? It makes you feel good. It's not gonna be like crazy awesome, but it's not bad. I don't mind it.
on if they teased him. So we have Miles G. Morales, or
My son's gonna go nuts over this.
Sakamoto Days.
Miles Morales. I saw that.
Which one?
The Goku.
This one, yeah. I was trying to skip past it, but you saw it already.
I saw it already.
There's no hiding
They
it.
literally sent it to my newsletter, right? So,
did you pre-order it? Are you going to pre-order it? I mean,
yeah, I will. Is it out or when's it coming out?
I didn't bother to check, to be honest.
I'll find out if it's out at the store. I'll go to Ami store.
Yeah, Ami did have. I saw. I'm curious, Ryan. Are you getting the? Not this. I mean, you could get that if you want. They had Geno's up for pre-order, but I don't know if you do Rebel Tech or not.
Who, me?
No, Ryan. For his One Punch Man.
He said SH figure has Sakamoto and Shin.
Yeah. I sent Elvin that immediately. So Elvin...
Is it available or is it to pre-order it?
They weren't even up for pre-order. They just teased it.
Oh, okay.
So you're all in for those?
Yeah. Gotta be in the chat sometimes to see some of these.
Beast Kingdom.
Yeah.
So Lobo, I'm assuming he's as huge as what's his face? Dark Side.
It looks good. You got any G.I. Joes to show as well after this?
Oh, you seemed excited about those.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying you can go ahead and do this first.
No, there's nothing to show you really. Like I'm just.
Oh, what is all NECA stuff right there?
So NECA had these weird ass like
whoa.
what if designs that Cowabunga Dude was talking about before? Was it Cowabunga Dude or Tav? Someone mentioned it. So they're doing
okay.
A bunch of just random stuff. There's more MonsterVerse, Ninja Turtles. I don't have a single one of those. I'm trying to find you. Okay, here's some other stuff. So they are doing the 2013 show, and I don't think you watched those.
No.
So they are the more cartoony ones. They are also doing more of the comic style turtles. Ace Duck in his wrestling, the wrestling version, the stump wrestling. Are you gonna get these?
This guy looks like a animal version of Ric Flair.
I don't know. They look fun. They look fun.
I might have to get that just because of the Speedo right there. I have to. He's like a crossover between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. I might have to get that.
And then the 2013. So I didn't care much for the designs of this, but the Rebel Tech ones go for like $400 single. So people are probably happy that they get the NECA version of these.
They showed the new Masters of the Universe new Eternia Hordak. I have it if you need to see it.
Let's see. Yeah, pull it up. Share the screen.
Okay. Oops. Present. Share the screen. There it is. There it is.
How do you
feel?
feel?
Good. Looks good.
Are you going to get it though?
I might have to get this. Might have to. And then I could put an end to the. I have then everybody pretty much. I'm just missing probably some random dude that I just can't think of right now. I know the NECA Turtle cartoon line. I'm waiting for the kangaroo guy to show up because I had him as a kid.
Yeah.
Once that guy shows up, It's gonna be pretty slim pickings.
Well, they also did the Stan Sakai, like the Yojimbo, like they did that style of turtles. So they look fun. Like I kind of want these, but it's one of those things where I don't need them, but they look cool overall.
They have character. Usagi looks good.
I have the original release of
Yeah,
him.
I
And
have
don't think
3
I need
versions of
any.
Usagi. I don't need any more.
I don't think I need any more of those.
Actually, scratch that. I have 4 different Usagis. I don't need any more.
Speaking of Super 7, they are doing the 2003 line of the Turtles. So you have Casey Jones, Master Splinter, Shredder, with it seems like almost decent articulation, double jointed,
Mm-hmm.
diaphragm joint, double jointed knees. So they upped the articulation, and I don't know. I can't say the quality's good, but these joints look decent. They basically emulated not Super 7, the NECA style of like a hinge, a joint, a hinge, plug into the bicep and the forearm. Same with the legs. Like it's like super double jointed, but it doesn't make a difference.
What are they doing here? Like I don't understand. What are they doing here?
They have the IP still, so they have to use it.
Again, it's the same thing as Piccolo with the pants.
So the thing though is, if you get this out of box and you move the arms, will it snap into 1,000 pieces? That's the thing, right? Or will they break and shreds it? I don't have any desire to buy these. It's cool that they still managed to survive. I'm very surprised they managed to survive, because anytime I go into a store, the Super 7 section hasn't moved in several months, if not a few years. Like I still see the Thundercats. I still see the previous Turtle Waves, except for the main 4 brothers. People are still looking for those.
They should just keep releasing the main 4 brothers. Just double down.
Like, is this... Oh, okay. So they're not even treating this as a wave 1 of this animated show. It's wave 13. So Ultimate Ninja Turtles wave 13 are these guys. So you don't actually get the brothers first. You get these guys first. So they should have led with the actual Turtles, in my opinion. Lead with your strong suit. At least put 3 of the 4 brothers down, and then Splinter.
They had that same problem with Simpsons. They didn't lead with the strong suit.
Like, that's weird to me. We already saw Toddy. Daima you're going to get. The Super 7 2003 Shredder makes me almost want to pay full price and not wait to go on sale. Almost. Did you get the Joy Toy one then? Because I know they have the smaller scale. Everyone is familiar with those. And they did a Shredder based on that look. Or does this scale bother you? We looked at Gamer vs. Venom. I hate that. You know I hate that.
So negative.
Sorry, man. Did you say there was some Joes? Oh, the Hot Toy is Agent Venom.
Yeah, that G.I. Joe's. Do you want me to pull it up, or you have it?
Yeah, pull it up, because you know the names of them all.
Oh,
this guy looks decent, but again, it's a Hot Toys, so...
All right, let me pull it up here.
You better to get 2 on sale to part swap. You make it sound like you could just part swap those easily. You're going to have to break the entire figure to get the...
So we got Joe's here. You got the Cobra Snake battle suits. I'm assuming based on the pictures, they want you to buy more than one.
You have to.
Yeah, it's army build. I'm just going to probably get one, because I think these are going to be not cheap. I'm probably thinking based on the size next to it here. These might cost, let's just say, $49.99. That's what I'm thinking.
Is that a decent price for you?
It's a in the middle, kind of.
Okay, here's my question. Are you going to get it?
I'm going to get
one.
Okay.
One.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to buy 2. It all depends on the price. It really does. It's going to come down to it. You don't think it's below 60? I don't know. $49.99. I'm thinking USD. Thinking somewhere around there. But yeah, you might be. The only reason I say it's lower is because they own the licensing rather than buying the licensing. Like, for example, Star Wars or Marvel Legends. So they don't have to pay on top of what they're selling to make a profit. So that's why I'm saying $49.99 USD. So, but they look cool. I mean, yeah, it does. One does, but GI Joe prices have been cheaper than Star Wars prices here in Canada. I don't know about the States. Star Wars is more expensive, which is why I'm kind of done with Black Series. I was like, for what I'm getting with Joe's compared to Star Wars, I'll just stick with Joe's. But even Joe's, I'm kind of running out of space. I'm gonna have to sell a few if I'm gonna buy a few. That's the way it's gonna happen with me with Joe's. Sell 5, buy 5. Otherwise, you're not buying any. So that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, this look pretty cool. I think our buddy Rick likes these a lot.
Yeah.
So he's excited about this. And then we have here troopers with the what's that? The jetpacks. Can't remember their names, but yeah, these are cool. I'm gonna get one of these because I've when I was a kid, I used to love watching this part. Them coming down with these. Again, one only. This is pretty big. I don't think I have the room for 2. This is probably going to be on the same price for just a little bit under the robots, I think. And then we have the retro series here. CoverGirl. Is that Falcon? I think it's Falcon. And I can't remember the last guy here. Maybe there's a list here somewhere here. Can't find it here. Yeah, Power Girl. I say Cover Girl, not Power Girl.
I want CoverGirl.
Yeah, I think you could do a lot with the mold for it too.
Click on it. Click on it. Like, click the picture. Can you
go.
zoom in with your mouse like you were showing earlier?
I can. I think I can.
Do it.
No, it doesn't let me. This picture.
Man. Okay.
Damn it. I'm sure you can find another angle. I've seen other pictures of it. So why don't you try?
I'll try. I'll pull it up.
While you're doing that, I'll look up some other stuff here.
So how many Joes are you officially getting? Would you say 1 mech, CoverGirl?
So they're starting a new line. I think it's called Search and Rescue, and I'm a big fan of Search and Rescue. I have a lot of respect for the first responders, and I'm getting this.
I mean, that one looks pretty cool.
I'm definitely getting this. This is so cool. I've got a fire station just like a block away from my house. So, yeah, this looks awesome. I might give that to them as a thank you. My house didn't burn down, but
yeah, here you go.
Hey, you didn't save my house, but here's a figure.
Here you go. Here's an action figure. You guys like action figures, don't you?
But yeah, this is cool. Fire. It's a new series, so I wonder if they're going to do police officers. Probably. I don't know about ambulance, paramedics. They might do one with like the actual bed. That'd be pretty cool. But it's a sub line, I think, and they might do all with this. He comes with a ton of accessories too. Like that box is packed. Look at all the stuff below too, right? That silver piece of paper you see there, that's the that warming thing that they give to people if they're cold.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
they have fire. Yeah. The insulation blankets.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. The nice little touch there. They did that. I like that. It's cool. Did you find CoverGirl?
It's basically the same picture. We saw her.
I found it.
I like her more than the previous one released.
You happy? Look, I even zoomed in for you. You happy?
Yes, thank you. Are you gonna get it?
I thought she was just wearing a jacket for a second.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's risque.
I was like, wow, okay. Let those bazookas fly.
Alternatively, you can get the Super 7 one as well. If that is up your alley.
The computer has blocked me. Yeah, this is
no dice.
This is very retro. The shovel, huh? So this is a much improved version than the other one that they brought out. I
She had
love the hat.
the brown leather jacket before, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't even
I like this
realize
one a
that was
lot
her.
better. I do like the hat. I think that's pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna get this. You're gonna get this?
Maybe.
It's Flint, not Falcon. Flint. Sorry.
You did that last time too, and then you corrected yourself.
Yeah, Flint. And then this one is a Televiper. This is cool too. One for me. No army building. So, damn it. I wish I didn't get the Joes, but they're cool. But like I said, I got to sell some of the other ones to make room for these. Otherwise, can't. So, when I come back, got to sell some Joes.
You're making good headway with selling though.
Yeah, I sold one today, another figure today. Sold Ben Riley. So, that's good. Every week I got to
Mayfex are legends, right?
Legends, yeah.
Yeah.
Every week I got to sell at least 4 or 5 figures, and I'm doing good. I'm on course right now. Every week I have been selling 4 to 5 figures, so it's nice. Yo, Joe.
What's your like your quota? Like you have a point where you want to get to?
When I can walk around my basement without hitting anything.
Okay, that's fair.
There's your quota right there. I gotta sell at least 4 bins worth of figures, I think.
Yeah.
For me to be like, okay, I can breathe a little bit here, right?
Has 5K toys done? They don't count because they're not Toy Fair, but I'm just seeing if they revealed any third-party stuff.
Did you see the mask line that they started coming out with?
Yeah, one sec. Cowbunga, I think, was excited about those.
Hyatt Toys also made Star Trek series. Is
And
Star
they're
Trek
doing-
still relevant?
Yeah, man. Like that's never
They
gonna
were
die.
in the 90s. They were like in 90s, late 80s, early 80s to 90s. They were like the thing, right?
Yeah.
I remember like people like watching and like loving. I liked Generation. I thought it was cool.
The
And
next
then
generation.
Deep Space Nine was not bad, but I was kind of checking out at that time because I was like a late. I was like in my late teens, and I was like, yeah, I got more important things in life than sit here and watch Deep Space Nine on a Friday night, right? But it has taken a nosedive.
Well, I
in the
know
last-
they did their animated show too, Below Deck and all that.
That went down. Then they did that the other one, the remake with the what's her face from Walking Dead. That was good for maybe 5-6 episodes, then went in the tank after that. It's just been god awful, and I feel sorry for Star Trekkies out there. I know a couple, and I just like I don't want to say anything to them because they look so miserable.
They might like it. Who knows?
They don't even have the strength to go like this anymore. They don't bother. They're just like, no, we don't have the strength to do that anymore. They just give me a West Side sign instead.
No, they like it. Okay, here's my question for you. So they have these Mass Wave 1 oil subjects.
Holy smokes.
These look insanely retro. And
yeah.
And
Which is
that's
cool.
I was gonna say people love this.
Yeah.
Because in the Transformers group, they are still posting G1 Optimus. I'm like, do you not have 30 of these already? And they keep rebuying the same G1 looking Optimus, the same O-ring type of like figures. People are probably super stoked to get these. I thought this was like a comparison pick between old and new, but they're just, this is what you're gonna get. So you get the mobile defense unit. You saw the Rhino, and you get Matt and Bruce here.
Mm-hmm.
Condor. Did you have any of these as a kid?
No, I was poor.
I didn't. I don't. I remember the car. The car I remember.
I remember it, but I didn't have any of these.
Thunderhawk, I think.
Yeah.
So this doesn't resonate with you at all. You don't care.
No, I don't hate it. It doesn't have anything to do with me growing up. I just saw it from afar. I'm like, cool. I was more into Transformers, so that was good enough for me. And then G.I. Joe, basically, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Between those two.
I don't know if this would be on their site yet, but they did a
18?
Megatron decal tank.
Oh, that should perk the interest of Hasbro.
Well, it does transform, so I don't care. I don't know if I can find it. Hold on.
Well, that's why I said they perked
Yeah.
the interest of. Oh, you missed all these. I have them. The Mattel stuff. Do you want me to go through it?
Yeah, do it. Do it up.
Okay. Orko. Got him. Didn't we have like Orko already? How many
We have
versions do we have
several.
to have? I don't know. The Shira or his mom? Shira or Tila's mom? I don't know. Who is this?
That's isn't that Shira? Go back up. Go
That's
back
what I'm
up.
saying. But
That's
it
Shira.
looks like Shira's mom.
What are you talking about? What kind of
That's He-Man's dad right there. Look at how old these guys look. Is this the retired ages of Master of the Universe? Senior Masters of the Universe versions here. He's got a fan there. That's nice. See? Skeletor wearing a mask because he's even older now.
Do you like the look of this though? That looks pretty cool.
It's interesting. It's unique.
Yeah.
Just I don't have the space for it. How was that Shira? That's got to be Shira's mom for sure.
No, it's Shira.
Her name is Mira. I just made that up. Look at this guy. Ugh. Lizards. Ugh. Oh, look at
There
this.
it is.
More. This is all Cowabunga stuff right here. Back scratcher. By the seniority of Grayskull. Hey, look, it's Valentine. Strike the hearts of every. These are not bad. Didn't this just like a repaint of the one they already gave us before? No articulation, barely at the legs, obviously.
Is that sexy Arco? Who is that?
No, it's not sexy Orko. Jesus. I don't know what this is. I can't remember her name.
Orko? I don't know who that
Operation Orko? What?
I don't know who that is at all.
I can't remember her name. I know him. His name is Hordak. These are all origins, right? So
yeah, right up Cowabunga dude's alley. Hey, don't get me mixed up with 78 now. Come on. If it's anyone, it's 78.
Oh man. Good times, good times. Anyways, that is your
here's the tag. Ryan did send a picture earlier, but I was I didn't know if they had a rotation. So there's the decal.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Damn, that thing is huge. Man, can you imagine that taking up almost so much real estate in your collection? I mean, it looks insanely good. Can you imagine Hasbro walking by and seeing this?
Excuse me? They don't own the rights with camo. They don't own the rights with camo.
Yeah, pardon me. Does this transform, by the way?
No, and then they leave and they put the Megatron helmet on the dude.
As they're walking
by. Yeah, see, you can see it there. There's the Megatron style head.
Where? Right there. Yeah. Man, talking about flirting around, huh?
Well, it's not Megatron. It's just a guy
trolling Hasbro, right? I bet you their booth is right across Hasbro's. It literally is. Look.
No, that's not them. Could you imagine that's them in the background?
No, that's them. Look, all these Transformers are right there. I think they're doing collab with them, aren't they not?
I don't know the deal.
They're doing a collab with them. That's what it is. Ramen Toys. How else do you explain them next to the Transformer booth?
Trolling, like you said.
Could you imagine they walk away? They're like, what's that? I burped. I mean, if you love tanks,
and you at that point, just buy them. Because G.I. Joe did that. They do that all the time. They're Transformer Joe, like 2-packs. So it just depends how bad you want this Ramen Toy one.
Ryan, how much do the tanks cost anyways? Let me know. Just wanted to know what the prices are.
Like the normal ones?
Yeah, normal ones.
Those are $199.
Sometimes you're driving through an acid and wine swamp.
So a
There,
$50 deposit,
that's not
and
bad.
yeah.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. I like that. That's tempting.
Well, hold on. You missed it. You missed the super early window. So now for you, it'd be 199.95.
Okay, never mind. I don't want it anymore.
You didn't do the early bird.
Joke's on you guys.
yeah,
I don't
but-
want it anymore.
He missed out. He missed out on that one. That one is the 180 one. The new one is 195.
I like the Desert Storm one. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Okay.
I don't want to get carried away here.
All right, fair enough.
I might have already pre-ordered them and forgot.
Yeah, two show up, you don't know what's going on
You
anymore.
fool! You already did it. All right. Anything else?
I mean, there's so much, but I'll hold off.
No, don't hold off if you have anything to add.
No, there's Plunderlings.
No. Next time. Next time.
Okay. Minions.
Just while you're looking through that, to all of you guys here, make sure you go to Instagram and subscribe and follow us, because I'll be doing lives from Japan, and I might give away something to somebody who's there commenting while I'm on the live in Japan. So go to A&R Universe and subscribe, follow us there, and look out for me doing some lives in Japan while I am scurrying about looking for cool stuff in Japan culture. So yeah, that'll be fun. Can't wait. I'm excited.
Just catch them on a shopping day.
Yeah, which is like 80% of the time.
I think
All
Matthew
right.
was there. I was just seeing if he had any. If anyone's curious, the animated Peter Parker head does not fit on the Maximum series. So you get all
Whoa.
that. Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah.
All right. I'm off for 2 weeks. You are off for 2 weeks. We will get back to our regular programming on Monday nights in about 2 weeks from now. We're going to continue with episode 199 and our 200th episode. Make sure if you have been following us from the last episodes to know the magic phrase or word, we will be bringing that out on the 200th episode to give away some prizes, some of which I'm going to pick up from Japan. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'm going to miss doing the show with you, D, but I will be back soon, and I will be back with lots of dad jokes. Maybe a Japanese one. I'm going to
You
ask
say it in
somebody.
Japanese. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm going to practice my dad.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, rameno. All right.
Does this count? There is none. This doesn't count because it's Tab's asking what the phrase is.
This is not a.
I'm a guest spot today.
Yeah, you're guesting on the Popcorn Chicken / show. That's why there's no number here. If you look at our subject at the top, there is no number. It just says New York Toy Fair. So you did not miss an episode, and it does not count as an A&R.
Oh, that's a good name for when you're in Japan.
Not a fan of teriyaki chicken that much.
Really?
I don't like sweet, savory stuff, meat that much.
Okay.
I like spicy and just normal flavors of chicken, and barbecue's good.
Yeah.
But teriyaki a little. I mean, I don't mind here and there. It's not bad, but it's not my go-to though. All right, everybody. I will see you guys soon. Make sure you go on Instagram, follow us there, and watch out for the lives I'll be doing in Japan. And tell your friends, uncles, aunts, everybody out there to do that as well. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new here. And we'll be back soon. D, say bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.